Hey y'all, Alyse Nicole here from Just Things with Alyse, and I am finally bringing you our paycheck number one budget for February 2019. Life happens. That should be the title of this video. Life happens, and you have to govern yourself accordingly. So, without any further rumbling and mumbling, as you know I can do, let's go ahead and get right into this budget. So, of course, as always, before we go into the next paycheck budget, we have to see how we did in the last budget. So move my giant paper clip. Go all the way back to last month. Paycheck number 2. Fill this baby out. So here is what happened with the last paycheck as soon as I find my pen. Found it. And I believe all of this for the bills is going to be in black, so I don't have to pull out my other pens just yet. Most of these are set prices. Well, all of these that are left on the bills are set prices, so they don't change. So we paid $17.21 to trash, $101.48 for our internet, $241.68 for our car note, and then 99 cents for the iCloud storage. And so all of that equals out to $854.99, I do believe. And an easy way we're going to do this today, since these are the only two that are different, we're going to do the $858.45 plus $3.61, which is how much we were over on that one, and then minus $7.07. So yep, $854.99. My pen is coming off unscrewed. And so now for the expenses. What did we do here? So as you recall, if you did see that video, this was our no spend month, and I budgeted only $120 for our groceries for the whole month, not taking into consideration that we usually also eat out every month. Not a lot, but enough for it to need to be replaced by groceries and other kind of stuff where we wouldn't be eating at home. And I didn't add that into our grocery budget. So at the beginning of January, we spent the whole $120 on groceries because I made a meal plan for the whole month. But then later on, I was like, oh shoot, I forgot we eat more food than this. And so I added an extra $40 in just to give us a little buffer for the rest of the month. And we ended up spending $22.06 of that. So now I'll get to pull out another pen. Might as well get the red out too, just in case. And so we ended up spending $22.06 from our new grocery budget. And believe it or not, this is green. If you look at the ink in here, it's definitely green. Look at it down here, not so much. Also, I'm going to zoom in so y'all can see this a little better. Better? I hope so. I can't see. Let's see. Yeah, that looks good. Alrighty, and so now as far as our gas, our car was still in the shop, so we didn't have to put gas in it. So we spent $0 on gas. And no, we did not have a rental car during that time either. So we weren't spending the money on rental car gas. And for my BFF's birthday, this is $0. If you saw me setting up the February budget, you would see that the full $100 that I budgeted these 2 paychecks in January rolled over to February because we weren't able to celebrate her birthday with her, but she's still getting a gift that I can't say on here because she has not received it yet. And our tithes for January ended up being $180.35. And it's never a problem to go over on what you think your tithe is going to be because number one, it's your tithes. And I just wrote the wrong number. And number two, if your tithes are more than you thought they would be, that means that your income was more than you thought it would be. So, how you losing in that? So, 180.35 is what I was supposed to write. And what's next on the list? For miscellaneous, I had $291 on here, and I 100% do not remember why. I guess I need to go look at my other videos so I can see what's going on. But we did spend some money out of miscellaneous. It is $66.65. So luckily, whatever we had this extra money here for covered the $66.65. Write that in. And the miscellaneous charges that we had, one was for the Planning a Better Me retreat for the deposit. So me and Why Not Budget and our bestie Miyoshi, we are going to the Plan a Better Me retreat in September. And so $25 of the miscellaneous came from that for the deposit. Then I had a $13.47 expense, and then a $28.18 expense because I am designing some shirts right now. It might just be in February, it might be ongoing, but it's going to be, well, it is, I'm already doing it. Legendary females, African American females, who have pretty much set themselves in stone as far as history. And so the first 2 designs that I've already done are Nina Simone and Phylicia Rashad, parentheses, Claire Huxtable, because some people wanted a Claire Huxtable shirt and some people wanted a Phylicia Rashad shirt. So, same person, just a character. So whoever you want her to be, that's who she is on the shirt. But I will add a picture here for you to see both of those. And if you're interested in purchasing one for yourself, I will link that below in the description box for how you can get that on my Etsy shop. And now enough of this blatant self-advertising. Let's get back to the budget. So for the car expenses, it ended up being $525.32. And the $25.32, where did that come from? I can't actually remember what the $25.32 was for, but it was related to, oh, I know what it was. So let me write this down before I forget. $525.32. And so I had expected for us to pay $500 for our car being in the shop, That was the deductible that we had to pay with our insurance, and then the rest of it was paid with our insurance. And then the $25.32 is because I had to take an Uber to work one day, and that was how much the charge was for that. And so I just put that under this same category. And then for home, this was some money that we added up. The money that we budgeted to go home for our Papa's funeral. And we just expected to pay around $100 in gas, which is basically the only money we needed was gas money to get there. And it ended up being actually less than $100. It was $88.49, and that's coming from Pflugerville, Texas, up to Rondo, Arkansas, which is close to Memphis. And that's both ways. So I would say that that was a nice amount for a round trip. Alrighty, and let's add this junk up. Excuse me. And so we have $22.06, 180, darn it. And I started all the way over. $22.06 plus $180.35 plus $66.65 plus $525.32 plus $88.49. Let's add that again. Oh, I forgot to add something in. Good thing that didn't look right to me. We did end up adding some money to savings. I'll just write it down here. Yeah, I'll just write it here. We ended up adding $55 to savings last month for this pay period, even though we expected to not be able to put anything towards it. So for January, we actually ended up putting $105. Is that right? Yeah, $105 into our savings when we only thought we'd be able to put $50 due to all the expenses that came up. But let's add that again with the $55 included. So what is wrong? 22. Oh, I'm gonna go crazy. 22.06 plus 180.35 plus 66.65 plus 525.32 plus 88.49 plus 55. 937.87, which was below budget, so you get to get written with the green pen, even though I didn't do it up here. And so 937.87 and so the difference, we spent $282.59 less than we planned. That's pretty sweet. Oh lordy, I don't know what to write. 282.59. I'm not even about to go through writing all these plus and negatives and all that. Just know we spent less, hence this being in green. And on these we spent more, hence them being in red. And all together we spent, let's see, So all together for the month, we spent $286.05 less than we expected. Minus 286.05. And that brings it all to a total of, let's see, $854.99 plus $937.87. So the total amount that we spent for the first pay period was $1792.86. Write that here. Why do I always... I'm so worried about these numbers lining up that I get all crazy. See, 1792.86. And so that's, wow, I wrote that on a completely different line. So that's how we did for the second pay period of January. And being $286.05 under budget for that month, it did help us out this month, February. And so now let's get to our first paycheck of the month. Okay, cool. So I had to go get dinner started. And now back to the budget. And just to save us some time, because it looks like this video is starting to get a little lengthy, I went ahead and made all my lines and filled out the names of each bill and expense so that we can just go ahead and fill this out. And of course I will let you know what I've already paid and if there was any price change in the stuff I've paid so far. So let's get to it. Now for our mortgage, we're going back to doing the split amount again to try that one last time, because when we did it the other times we didn't do it right. So we're going to do it for real this time. And so I'm just budgeting half of our mortgage. That's going to be $838.14. And then our loan is $105. Our American Express, which is $35. My phone bill, $55.88. Electricity, $44.68. And I already knew this bill amount when I did the budget, so that's the actual amount that's due. Capital One, $26. Mohila, $121.54. Bank of America, I'm still gonna put 86 because it's not due until the 10th, and so my husband hasn't paid it yet, and I don't know if he's paying 48 or 86. He doesn't know either. I know you're like, just ask him, but he doesn't know either. So we'll find out on the 10th. And then for our gas bill, we had $65 budgeted for that because it wasn't out yet. Rooms to go, $44, because for some reason it charged us, like the last few bills, it's been $44 instead of $22, even though it's no interest or anything like that. So we don't know why it went up to $44 as the minimum, but what ifs. Farmers, $167.67. I'm scared to see how much this is going to jump up to in March when it changes to the new policy with our new higher premium. Let's see, Netflix, $11.90. And then Navient, or Navient, I've heard both ways, I'll just say my student loans, $76.84. And of course, we're going to go through and write down the stuff that I've already paid. And so the loan, it always gets paid the very first day of the month. And so this is going to be 106. I don't know what's wrong with me, y'all. I mean, not 106, 105. Amex 35. The phone bill, surprisingly, was not $55.88. It was $60.35. And I think when I signed up for my unlimited data plan on my phone, that it was just supposed to be $55.88 for like the first few months. So that might be why it went up to $60.35 now after taxes and everything. And let's see. Tri-Eagle. Where you at? Looking for my black pen, y'all. It's $44.68 as previously stated. Capital One, right on the money. It might have been $25, but I paid $26. And then Mohila has not been paid yet. Bank of America has not been paid yet. The gas bill has been paid. The correct bill came out. And this bad boy was $79.07. I was like, now I know we've been using the heat, but we ain't been using the heat like that. But we probably have been. Then the rooms to go bill, because they're crazy, it actually ended up being $22 again. Farmers, $167.67 still. Netflix hasn't been paid. Well, while I'm getting ahead of myself, Farmers hasn't been paid yet. That's just how much it will be when it comes out. It's on auto draft. Farmers has not been paid. Netflix has not been paid. Navient has been paid. $76.84. And then when we do the paycheck review, we will go over these blank spots to see if they were more or less, specifically the Bank of America one. The other ones are pretty much set in stone. And we'll see what that equals out to. Now, let's add up how much all of this is. So that's $838, 14, plus 105, plus 35, plus 55.88, plus 44.68, plus 26, 121.54. And me saying the numbers out loud, it helps me to push the right numbers. So I'm sorry if that throws some people off or bothers people. It's not intentional. And I'm fairly certain I missed something, because for some reason I think that I can talk and do this at the same time, and I cannot. 105, 35, 55.88, 44.68, 26, 86, 65, 44, 167, 67, 1190, and 76.84. So I'm getting 1677.65 as always. If you got something different, please leave it below in the comments, and I will calculate it again, see which one of us is right. Let's see, so that's 1677.65. Now for our expenses for this pay period. If you can see them, they're probably already in frame. Yep. So for our expenses for this pay period, we've got the usual suspects: groceries, gas, tithes, savings, miscellaneous, money for William, money for me, eating out, entertainment. And then we have 2 guest stars, my best friend's birthday money, and money for a trip. And it was not a pleasurable trip, not a vacation or anything. I always get these little marks on here. But it was to go to Chicago for my aunt's funeral. It was my mom's sister, my grandma's sister. She's my great aunt, Aunt Ann, and she was 102 years young. She was the feistiest thing you will ever meet, and she will be dearly missed. But we went to Chicago for her funeral last weekend, and we actually stayed in Milwaukee with my oldest brother and his family, and then we drove down to Chicago for the funeral, and then drove back up to Milwaukee and just had family time, and that was really good. Very much needed, I think, by everybody. But let's get into this. Alright, and so once more, well, it's the same but different as last time. So we're not on a no spend month this month, but we are on a low spend month. And so a lot of our expense categories are going to be pretty small, but our grocery budget is going to be the same as last month. So $160 altogether, but I'm going to split it up how it was last month. So this budget is going to have a $120 budget for groceries, and then the next budget will have just $40 for groceries for anything that we need to supplement. Let's see. And I did go ahead and do a meal plan for this month too. And what we will be having this month, if I can remember off the top of my head, we're having lasagna, sloppy joes. Oh boy. Lasagna, sloppy joes, bacon wrapped chicken breast, Valentine's dinner, and something else that I can't remember right now, but this is just wasting more of your time, so I'll just leave that out. But made a meal plan last month. We followed our meal plan 100%. We did not eat out one time the whole month, and I'm so proud of us for that. And hopefully we can stick to it this month too, but we will give ourselves leeway to eat out. And we have already eaten out, I think, on the first. Well, no, as soon as we got back here from Chicago, we ate out, aka fast food. So for gas, we're doing the usual $60 as usual. Then for tithes, we're still doing the $175.43 from the last budget. Then for savings, we're gonna just do $50. For birthday, it's gonna be the full 100 budgeted, and it's already gone. For miscellaneous, $25. For William, and I did up this on ours. I did have us budgeted for just having $25 each for the whole month of extra money, but I was like, come on. We did so good last month, why punish ourselves this month? And so we're doing $25 per pay period for each person instead of for the whole month. And then for eating out, we're just giving ourselves $10 for this pay period, since we did go grocery shopping today. We should not have to eat out. Dinner, as I said, I already got it started, so it's getting cooked right now, so we won't have any excuse. Then for entertainment, just $10 for this pay period. And then for the trip home, $50. And I should already have the trip calculated since that was last week, but I do not. I don't know what we spent while we were there. We pretty much only spent money for eating at the airport. We flew from Austin to Dallas, from Dallas to Chicago, and that was on the way there. And then on the way back, it was straight. Well, no, it wasn't. We went from Milwaukee to Kansas City, Kansas City to Austin, but we didn't eat on that flight. Well, pay for anything to eat. But on the way there, we went to Whataburger in the Dallas airport because we couldn't wait. We couldn't hold out until we got to Chicago or to Milwaukee to eat. But enough rambling again. Let's see how much we have budgeted for expenses. So groceries $120, gas is $60, tithes are $174. Nope. I'll just add $1. $43 plus $1. Plus 50 plus 100 plus 25 plus 25 plus 25 plus 10 plus 10 plus 50. 650.43 sounds good to me. 650.43. And so our total amount budgeted for this pay period is going to be $2,328.08. That is, make sure I'm on the same line this time. 2328.08. Alrighty. There we have it, the budget for our first pay period of February 2019. We have for bills a budgeted amount of $1677.65, and for expenses a budgeted amount of $650.43, which totals out to $2,328.08. Check back with me in 2 weeks to see the status of this budget to make sure that we did stick to it, and if not, I will definitely let you know what happened to cause us to go off the budget. But that is it for this video, y'all. Thank you for sticking around with me, listening to me mumble and ramble as always. And if you like what you saw, please go ahead and give it a huge thumbs up. If you would like to see more videos like this, please feel free to subscribe. I would love to have you. And if you have any questions or comments, definitely leave that down in the comments below. And that is it. I release you. See y'all later. Bye, y'all.